Is the dungeon difficulty set properly?
Yep.
Yep.
Okay.
It is set to that. Imagine if we ran in and it was like, huh, this is way too easy. Only to find out it was on normal.
This is the weekly this week as well, I think.
It is.
Gore run?
So if you die, you're compromising everyone's coffers here.
Wow.
Pressure.
Some big pressure right there. Might have to replace me too. I'd be shaking too much.
Do the coffers for these kind of trials give perfected?
Yes.
Yeah, they do.
Oh. So like if you got a good enough score, you could get the perfected even if you never have done +3.
Correct.
Correct.
Yep.
That's pretty cool.
I mean, I think some people don't like that, right?
Yeah, I'm sure some people don't.
'Cause that sounds pretty.
And by now, with the changes, a lot of the perfected seem to have weakened. I know we're complaining about crushing shock, the perfected version now.
Yeah, I think the only things people ran were Crushing Shock and the healing one, right? And now
I think the bow is still good because it has crit on it.
Hmm.
Maelstrom bow has crit, right? Perfected.
I thought it was weapon damage.
That's still good.
Yeah, it's
That's
either
better
weapon
than
damage or
damage.
crit. Either way, it's good.
The
The bow
bow
is
from
good, the staff
here-
is trash.
Yeah, the bow from here has crit. It gives 666 weapon crit.
Is the Silent Bow good?
The Asylum Bow, I think it gives...
It's arrow spray, right?
Yeah, the arrow spray makes your bow abilities. I think it's okay for bow, but...
Is
Otherwise,
Aerospray
I
the
feel like-
one that can morph into Bombard?
No, arrow spray is like the cone.
Yeah, it's the front conal.
So like, I think if you're using it normally, you're using your arrow spray, and then that's just gonna buff your like volley, which is just gonna be a bad version of Maelstrom. Okay, whenever we're ready, just everyone stack up on the door, hop in.
Shoot. Teleporting's a thing.
Lane and stuff. Okay, we might as well just go in and wait by the first boss. Let's start right, because everyone always starts left.
Trendsetter.
Now everyone's gonna start right.
Did you want to start middle?
That is truly a new trend set.
So is this kind of similar to like a Cloud Rest setup?
Yeah, it's similar. It's almost exactly the same as the Cloud Rest setup. There's 2 mini bosses that we can fight separately, or we can fight with the main boss.
Okay.
The mini bosses are probably. The one difference is the mini bosses are kind of there through. If you decide to fight them with the main bosses, they are there throughout the fight. You won't be able to, just deal with them one at a time.
Okay.
Which is what makes this quite a bit harder and requires a lot of coordination sometimes.
Yeah, they like get down for a minute or so.
Yeah, if you down them, they sit for like 30 seconds and then get back up. Okay.
Sorry, guys.
No worries. I had to remind myself which one this was, to be honest. So, Saint Thumbs the Bold, over on the right here. He is going to have 2 or 3 major mechanics. He's going to have some ads, which will spawn, that we can just simply kill the tank and group them up by that gate over there.
Be careful, don't pull a hype and accidentally pull.
He will do a move where he jumps to the furthest person from him. I think for the first 50%, he does 2 jumps. So he'll do a jump to the furthest person and then do another jump to the furthest person from that position. And then he'll stop, and then the tanks can pull him back. So what'll happen is one of the healers will be on the far left side, one of the healers will be on the far right side, and the healers will basically let him ping pong between them, and then the tanks will bring him back to the middle. After I think 50%, I don't remember if that's the exact health threshold, he'll start doing 3 jumps. So in that case, what'll need to happen is, because when he jumps, he drops a AoE circle down there. That circle puts a bleed on you, and that bleed ramps up. So you can probably stand in it and heal through it for like a second or two, but the longer you stay in it, the more it does. So you want to try and get out of that. So when he does 3 jumps, what'll need to happen is whoever he jumps to first can just stay in the circle and move. The person who doesn't get the who gets the second jump. I'm sorry, my explanation got a little messy there. The person who gets it first is also going to get another jump. So whoever gets the first jump is going to have to find another good position for him to jump to again, so that it creates 2 circles that are away from the group. Other than that, he does kind of like, it's generally called bacon because it's like a crispy red wave. You want to dodge that because it will also put a huge bleed on you. Big thing here is there's just a bunch of bleeds. They won't kill you by themselves, but if you need to stand in stuff or let multiple hit you, that will probably wind up killing you. We want to burn the ads when they come on. Their priority, just because they add a lot of damage that we don't need. Is that everything?
So you said the healers usually take the jumps.
Yeah, so
Okay.
what's going to happen is, actually, if you guys don't mind, can everyone except me and Arrow stand over there? So what's going to happen is the raid's going to be over there with the tank, and you and me are going to stand kind of like this, one towards the one towards the left side, one towards the right side, and then once we get to the 3 jumps, what you can do is we can drop 1 left, 1 right, and then whoever got the first jump can go towards the middle entranceway over there and drop over there. That way they kind of make like a semicircle, and that way the raid is fine. So if you're DPSing, you want to try and stay away from the outside border, because it'll AoEs. Okay, I'm sorry that was so hopefully not too confusing. Any questions?
I think you said like to hold him near that gate over there, right?
Yeah, so sorry for the tanks. Robo, you can take the boss and hold him by the gate, and then vAS+, if you could grab the ads whenever they spawn. So you can just, when the ads spawn, run up, grab them, and then pull them to the gate as well. And we'll just try and AoE down the ads and kill them. They are kind of prio, so do try and focus them, but we can kind of burn everything at the same time.
Alright.
Sound good?
And then, Purple, are you running Eladrain?
I am running Eladrain, yeah.
Because I can swap in Blood Altar if that's better.
Oh yeah, sure. I can Eladrain. If you could run Olo, because my Olo won't reach from the positions we can have.
Yeah, I got it. Awesome. All right.
All right, let's group up here. We can head on in.
hoping that. Okay.
Also,
someone
everyone,
was just
I know
out of my
someone,
view distance.
sorry, I know someone said something earlier, but if you haven't eaten anything, eat.
Yep.
And then whenever the tanks are ready, go ahead. Okay, so Arrow, if you want to take the far side, I'll take this side. Okay, got the ads. Let's get reses up, please. My horn.
Really bad lag.
Yeah, ads are enraged now, so they're going to start one-shotting. Well, they already have started one-shotting.
Okay. Let's wipe this and try again.
Alright.
Okay. So if we could run towards, it's easier to start the fight from over here. Okay. All right, so let's just get a little more focused on the ads, and also the bacon. I'm sure killed a couple of us there. It's kind of hard to deal with if you haven't seen it before. So hopefully that was an intro. Again, whenever the tanks are ready, we can go.
Alright. And I'll launch a horn on Zach. My horn.
Okay, let's hit the ads.
Okay. That is down.
That was much better to burn on that. I forgot to mention one thing. Sometimes he will pull us in, Arrow.
Okay.
If he does, just try and get back to your position as quickly as you can. Sometimes he will pull you in and it will cause a teleport strike. If that's the case, just everyone try and get out of it, but that's just an unfortunate RNG that might kill us. Get a res.
Okay, ads are up.
I have an ad on me if someone could get it.
I'll
you.
block this one. Back up. Tosses.
Can we get a res on Papa Guy behind us?
I got him.
Okay, ads are up.
My jump. No tosses.
My horn. Let's get a res on arrow.
I'm kiting in the meantime.
Present.
He's gonna teleport strike again. Perfect. Thank you.
Do you want me to save process for Eds?
Yeah, save it for now.
That should be up right now.
Process.
Okay, group, get out of the middle. He pulled me in teleport strike. Nice, that's good. Much worse. Okay, 50%, we will start jumping 3 times. Okay, I'm gonna get the minute 2. Ads are up. Pop whatever else we need to be getting down.
No process.
Someone has a horn. Teleport strike on me. Okay, let's get Morales up, please. Before the next ads come. My horn. Get the group out of the middle.
Smash it.
Heads are up.
Hey, what happened?
Oh, I
Reset.
think we jumped too far and then reset.
You want to reset the entire fight?
Yeah, we might as well. Let's just pull back. Reset the fight.
Yeah. This is like, okay, what happened there?
Rad.
That randomly disappeared.
What?
I might need to reset my router real quick. Because I keep jumping up to like 5,000.
No worries.
Real quick.
Well, we were doing pretty good there until the boss reset.
Yeah.
Just teleports back to full health.
Easy.
That is a really powerful move.
I missed that. What happened?
Basically, it was probably my fault. I think I took a step too far back, and he teleport strike to me, and it was just past his range.
Oh,
there.
and then
He
it,
reset. Yeah.
I saw the health go up. I was like, oh crap.
First, I was thinking like, okay, this is supposed to be an asylum, so that like some kind of visual mechanic to make us think we gone crazy.
Arrow, one thing that makes this a bit easier, in case you didn't notice, he doesn't do the jump when the AoE's up. So while the AoE's up, you can run in and, if you need to have some like shorter range heals, if you need to throw orbs and stuff,
Oh, okay.
just do it while the AoE's up, and then as soon as the AoE goes away, just try and get in position. And then one thing that was happening, if you could just come up here,
Yep.
is if one of us is in this position for when we get to the 3 AoEs, when one of us is in this position,
Okay.
he might wind up jumping to the group. just because it's farther than there. So
Okay.
we want to start with our corner positions. If he's doing when he's doing the 3 jumps, we want to start with the corner positions, and then the middle position is always the third.
Okay.
Yeah, I noticed like right near the end, he did a jump over to Veralis right as he was brought back up. Yeah.
But I think we're getting pretty used to it, so it should be really easy to clear this right now.
Would people be able to call reses when they're going, so we can know if someone's doing it or not?
Yeah, let's. I'll if I see anyone down for more than a second, I'll call it, and then if you're resing someone, just say that you're resing that person.
Coming back in. Sorry about that.
No worries. Welcome back.
All right.
This is Clockwork City, isn't it?
Yep.
Yeah,
That's my favorite DLC, man.
it is
So
really
many,
good.
so many skill points for such a quick story. Wish
I
they
love
did that for everyone.
I love the aesthetic of this this trial.
All right. Looks like Veralis is on the other bridge.
Does it pull if I run past here, or should I just wait?
I haven't seen that happen, so let's just wait.
Yeah, let's
I'll
just
just-
wait just in case.
Okay, and then whenever Robo's ready.
Just check for people.
Yeah, let's do a ready
Ready
check
check.
first.
Okay, looks like we're all
Alright.
here. So on the
Yep.
tank.
Yep, I'll pull and then do a horn once the group stacks up. Okay, my horn. Ads are
As
up.
they're up, let's burn them. My horn.
Am I just missing the second jump?
Before 75%, he doesn't do a second jump.
Ah.
So you can go close. It's just usually you burn through it so quickly that you keep the setup.
Um,
Wow. Oh, Blitz, nice subtle jab at yes.
No, not at all. Even this, we're gonna get to there real quick.
I'll
Even this. I feel like that's even worse. This.
What's this thing?
my horn?
I'm in no position.
Oh,
to-
sorry, I wanted right before that.
Yeah, 75% is doing 2 jumps.
Grabbing.
Somebody grabbing loose.
Goes.
See down. My horn.
It's a rock.
No problem.
Someone get hype, someone get fire.
Frozen.
Cool. Good stuff.
My home.
Okay, next jump will be 3.
Okay, and it's a rock.
Boss is
My horn.
Okay, one jump on me. My horn.
boss is from this one.
Perfect. Pads are up, let's turn them.
My home.
Every time he jumps, I get charged by the pet brigade. My horn.
No bosses.
Alright, they're back up.
All that bosses.
Burn boss.
Ignore the enemy.
Well done.
Saint Firms was a proud noble warrior, but in his battle to conquer death, the only casualty was his humility. He aspired to great things, also temporary.
Got an achievement for not letting the ads enrage.
It's a good thing we went that first time. Okay, so for this one, same off the Pious. Bral, do you want to try main tanking this one? It won't be much different, to be honest. Again, this one has 2 ads, but these ads we don't really kill. Op tank holds them off to the side, probably in that corner over there, and just has a party with them. The main tank will take the boss. The boss teleports around. This one's kind of like a mage. He has 2 abilities that he'll use. He will do a breath attack at a particular person. Before he does the breath attack, he'll raise his staff up and point at someone, and you'll glow green. What you need to do if you have the breath is block and just stand still. The breath does more damage to anyone else caught in it that isn't the one that he pointed to. So anyone who's not the one who's glowing green has to block if you're in it and then immediately try and get out. The breath does quite a bit of damage, so it will kill you if you stay in for longer than a second. If you have raid notifier, it should tell you who's getting the breath. I'll try and call it as well, but also just try and watch for the green glow. The other thing he'll do is an interruptible kind of like bolt skill. If you know, like from Hellraw, with the pyro mages, the poison green effect. We just need to interrupt that. We have some melee DPS here, right?
Yep.
Yeah, so melee DPS, just because, you know, it's convenient for you. If you can try and bash there. I'm going to ask one range DPS to slot the interrupt, just in case he just teleported somewhere and then starts doing it. Do I have a volunteer for that?
Welcome to leading trials.
Okay.
I'll do it.
Okay, who was that? Sorry.
Izzy.
I can do an interrupt.
Sure. Who does it hurt the least is probably the question.
I got a free slot. It's fine with me.
Sure. Okay. Izzy, we'll do the interrupt. So again, melee DPS try and bash it, but just if, in case, you know, there's melee DPS is dead or still running, we'll get the interrupt on him. Other than those 2, he channels for a second and does like a heavy attack on the tank, which the tank should block.
This is the one I have to like kind of like run around and follow the boss, right? For tanking.
Yeah, you basically have to run around and follow the boss. Hype, when you've done this, do you burn the ads or do you just have the ads in the corner?
Depends on what the group DPS is. Was anybody looking at that last boss? I think we could try. I mean, it's not like
200k.
We're not going for a score or anything, so
yeah, I think it should be fine. Let's try it.
Yeah.
So the ads will enrage, but usually you can kind of ignore that. Let's try it. Let's try it and let's see if we can ignore the ads. So we're having Veralis take the main boss, and we'll have Robo take the ads for this one, right?
So I'll do the same thing as in vAS+0 and put on my selfish tank set.
Yeah, you can be as selfish as you want.
everybody else can help him out by not lining up between him and the boss. Otherwise, if you get targeted with the defiling blast, it's going to hit him too.
Yeah, so that's important. We're gonna try our best to stay on this side of the arena, on the left side, our left. So the defiling blast doesn't ever get pointed at the off tank.
It still might target you randomly, but then you can just block that and you should be okay.
But then you just block it, and you're probably holding block anyways.
Yep.
All right, let me throw up a ready check just to make sure no one fell asleep. And then Izzy, you have the interrupt on?
Yeah.
Okay. On Gralis, on you.
My horn.
Interrupt. Interrupt. Sorry, for some reason it's not calling the breath, so just please watch for the green glow. If you have the green glow, stand still and block. If you don't have the green glow, get out of the breath. My horn.
Seems to like me with the breath.
Honestly, that's not the worst thing in the world, with you having yourself to step on. Breath can be much worse with DPS.
Move the horn, sir. The horn's up.
Interrupt, please. Well done, well done.
My horn.
Interrupt. Let's get her out.
Getting copper guy.
Robo, you're fine, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Fine. It's like this new perfected puncturing remedy is really good.
Let's get reses in the back here, please. Need someone to res top.
Getting copper.
Perfect.
Move the horn soon.
And that was really clean. For the most part. Maybe we should have started with this guy.
Saint Lothus, beloved of the three.
Was that
Any
another
any
achievement or something?
house of living gods
Yeah.
is here.
For not killing ads, I guess?
All his wisdom
Yep.
couldn't see
Achievement for not killing the ads.
I feel like achievements always for doing things wrong.
And plus, he dropped, boss dropped one of the rare furnishings from this DLC of Factotum arm.
Oh no.
For that fight, I don't know if you'd gone over it, what your preference was, but if you get like the poison cone, I feel like it's more harmful if you move around. I think that was like sweeping everybody into it, but
Yeah, if you get the
Yeah.
poison cone, you should stand still. Um, I think sometimes it's hard for people to tell when they have the poison cone on them. Especially.
Raid Notify really helps you out. So.
Yeah.
Really, mine hasn't been calling them.
Yeah, I took no. Oh, set it
Mine
to
didn't
all
call it
instead of
either.
self. If you set it to self, it only tells if you have it. I had it set to all, so if I don't see my name, I move. Yeah.
Same here.
I like knowing who has it, so I can run away from them.
Yeah. And I also noticed after I reinstalled Raid Notifier on my new machine, everything was broken until I turned it to all. Everything.
All right, now we're here for the main event. Everyone can kind of creep in what's over here just so you can see the arena. I'm gonna post a picture in our Discord. Most of us have done this, so this won't be too new. But basically, all the DPS is going to pick one of 8 positions. The 8 positions are just going to be kind of spread out in a semicircle around there. We want stam DPS as 1 and 8, preferably, so they don't have to waste too much stamina sprinting. So if I forget who's stam DPS, that's actually something I should know.
It's me. I'll be at 8.
Sorry, the 2 DKs.
We have one DK, right? Just one DK.
Oh, because they're out.
Fire's the only stamina. He's a Bobo warden.
Okay.
Just Moose needs to be 1 or 8.
Okay. Moose, let's give you 1. So 1's gonna be by the door here.
All right.
I see we have some people calling their positions as well. So can the rest of you call your positions? So 1, 4, 5 are taken. 2's taken. 8's taken. Everyone's avoiding 3.
Thank you, Izzy. Master Architect corner. 3, 4.
7.
Is there just 7 left?
Yeah.
Okay.
Are you happy with 7?
I'll take 7.
Okay.
Robert goes
All
wherever
right,
he's needed.
I'll just go over the whole thing. I know most of us have done this, but the DPS spreads out in a semicircle here because one of the major skills that he will use is basically Call Lightning. It's called Storm the Heavens in Raid Notifier. What he'll do is he'll fly up in the air and start shooting lightning out of his mouth. And what's going to happen is there's going to be Call Lightning on everyone. Essentially, as long as you don't get hit by 2 of them in a row or at the same time, you should be okay. But the reason we do the semicircle is so that we don't overlap, so people don't accidentally walk into each other's lightning. You're going to try and walk backwards away from your thing. The lightning is kind of at the pace where if you just backwards walk, you'll maybe outpace it and wind up too far back. So there's like 2 strategies that you can do here. You can walk back for the first one, hold block for a second, and then continue your walk back. That way you won't go too far back and wind up stuck against the wall. Another thing you can do is just walk back for the first 2 and then walk forward for the last one. We probably expect for people to die here, so if you want to try out both, see what feels more comfortable, or if there's your own special techniques for dodging all of them, try it out, do whatever you need to do. You just want to make sure you're not getting hit by all of those. The other big thing he'll do is at 75, 50, 20. Let me double check these. Sorry, 90%, 75, 50, 25. He's going to jump up in the sky and then jump on a player. What we're going to do for that, as soon as it gets to 90 or 75 or 50 or 25, everyone's going to run from their spots over to the the gate, either this entrance gate or that exit gate over there. Make sure I don't hit him with this. So what we'll get is 1, 2, 3, 4 will run over here. 5, 6, 7, 8 will run over there. The kite healer will also run over there, and then the tank healer and the tank will run over. And then the off tank can run over. So when he does the jumping thing, he'll jump to people. If you are toward the entrances, he doesn't have the basically room to jump directly on you, so you'll take much less damage. If you're out in the center and he jumps on you, you will probably die. The whole time we're over on the side while he's up in the air, we're going to hold block and spam heals. Spam yourself heals, and healers will also be healing you. Most likely people will die, so after that phase, please just go res. He does 3 to 4 jumps, I believe. The other thing is that there will be little dwarf orbs that roll up and land on these platforms. The orbs give him a shield, which make him undamageable. So we need to burn those as priority before burning the boss. I think the last thing for the DPS to worry about is at 25%, he will start periodically dropping massive fire AoEs. One will drop in the very back, one will drop in the very front, one will drop at the entrance, one will drop at the exit. At a given time, 3 will drop, so there'll be 1 free space. You should be okay if you get hit by 1. It will put a dot on you, but that dot can be purged. So the healers will both slot purge, and if you have the dot on you, try and walk towards the healer so you can get purged. Or, slot a self-purge. Wardens have the netch. And you should be okay. Try not to stand in between 2. So, for example, somewhere like right here, you might get hit by 2 of the fire AoEs. That could be a big problem. So, if you can make it to the free one, the one that won't have a fire AoE, try and make it. But if not, just stay in a place where you won't get hit by 2. Robo, you're tanking this, right? You're going to main tank the boss?
Yep.
So the boss does a lot of damage. Arrow, have you done the tank healing before?
I haven't done this one at all.
Okay. All right. Okay. So I will take the easy job for myself, and I will heal, and we'll have you try tank healing.
Okay.
If not, we can swap out. That's fine. I will warn the tank and the healer. It's kind of tough back there. So, Robo, your job, just stay alive. Put on whatever selfishness you need. The boss does a lot of damage, and he has a breath attack, which it's been a while since I've. Hey, can you help me? Can you remind me here? You dodge roll the breath, right?
Yeah. Yeah. You don't want to go backwards. You want to go to the side.
Yeah,
so
you want to go to the side.
The cone actually extends.
I couldn't remember whether you could block through.
No.
You can't block it. Okay, so healer and tank, you're going to need to dodge roll out of that breath. If it hits you, you will probably die, even if you are the tank. And the other thing he'll do to you guys is he will shoot a ball of lightning at the person that's furthest, which will be you, Arrow. So he shoots it only at the person who's furthest in the direction he's facing. So it'll be you, Arrow. So he shoots about 3 of those in between each phase. They will go away over time, so you probably won't have to deal with more than 3, but they'll leave an AoE that heavily drains your resources. So you kind of need to manage where they're placed in such a way that you have room to kite, and so does the tank for the storm the heavens. And
okay.
Also so you don't kind of trap yourself, which is very easy to do. I'd recommend, what you can do is kind of, you see that big door looking thing over there?
Yep.
Yeah, I'd probably just try and hover by those. You can super long range heals on the tank if you can. It kind of depends on how long range the warden fight a warden, to be honest.
Okay.
But probably try and get one drop by that door. Then you have the middle, and then you have the same door on this side as kind of positionings, and that kind of gives you a gap in between them to kite for Storm the Heavens.
Okay.
They really drain your resources, so you really want to avoid standing in them, and you want to dodge roll out of them as soon as you see them flying towards you. So he does a little like thing where he looks up at the sky and kind of like it almost is like he's throwing up on you. So when you see that, you want to try and dodge roll, and then the AOE will remain there.
And then for Storm the Heavens, what do I do? Because the healer spot seems kind of far away from like the 1 through 8 spots. I don't know if I have that kind of range.
So you don't need to heal the group. For Storm the Heavens is the lightning attack, so that's call lightning on everybody. So everyone just needs to kite that, and I will heal the group if someone gets hit by that. But you just need to kite that. So again, I would recommend for you don't kite by just running back. I would say run back for 1 or 2 of them and then run forward. It might take a couple tries to get the timing properly, but basically if you run back and then run forward, you can kind of run through the previous one and not get hit.
Okay.
That should be all. So big things are when he flies up in the air, everyone needs to kite backwards and make sure not to get hit by the call lightnings. At 90, 75, 50, 25, everyone's going to run to the gate. So Arrow, you're going to run to this gate. And Robo, you're also going to run to this gate.
Yep.
Veralis and me will run to the other gate to heal that side. While we're at the gate, at those percents, when he's doing the jump, everyone needs to block and spam self-heals. There will be ads that roll up and shield him, kill the ads, otherwise we won't damage him. And there will be fire meteors. Don't get hit by 2. If you get hit by 1, try and find a healer so they can purge you. If you can make it to the one that doesn't get the fire AoE, you can try that. Arrow, make sure you slot purge.
Got it.
If you have it or something, because
yeah, I do.
You're the only one who'll be able to purge the tank, really.
Okay.
Veralis, do you have purge?
No.
Okay. That would also be useful for future runs if you could grab it as well.
In DPS, there are some skills that let you self purge. If you can do that, you won't have to be so worried. You can just stay in place and damage the boss, as I know you all want to. So if you have those, it might be worth slotting. Hype, is there anything I missed?
Nope. Sounds good to me.
Okay. Let's, if you could all sneak around the corner there and be ready to take your positions. This fight, I just want to say, this fight is not at all a DPS race. There is lots of time to res. So, and people will probably go down just because there's a lot of mechanics where if they're combined in the right way, you'll probably die. So make sure you're watching for who's down. I'll try and call it as well, but try and get those reses. Robo and Arrow, the resources back there can be kind of tough, so just maybe pay a little more attention to your resources than you normally would. Yep. Okay.
Hold on a second, I think we have too many DPS on this side. There should only be 3 people to my right. Oh, one of them's a Veralis. Okay. Never mind, I take it back.
Veralis?
One of them's a Veralis.
Sorry.
Okay. Is he 3? Are
you 3? Let's see.
Yeah.
So Moose should be 1. Riazet is 2. Sorry, I have character name. Yeah. Izzy is 3. Hype is 4. Altless is 5. Papa Guy 6.
7 was Robert.
Okay. Yeah,
7
Robert,
was Robert,
7,
and
and
then
8 is fire.
fire. Yeah. Okay. Let me throw up a ready check. Okay.
Okay.
Robo, whenever you're ready.
Yep.
My horn. Okay, somebody get Robo up.
I got it.
Yep,
Get the boss.
hit me. I'm up.
Perfect. Robo, take over whenever. Yeah, he does a lot of damage.
Yeah. Didn't help that I fat fingered my dodge roll.
Okay, that's the charge. Got 15. Everyone to the door. That was my fault. I should have called that earlier. I got caught up a little bit. Let's just wipe it just because. Let's just wipe it. We can probably get people up, but let's just wipe it and start again.
Alright.
It's nice for people to see the mechanics the first time, that they can actually try.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Veralis, just because there's so much damage, if you could just be in a position like that was actually really good that time. If you can just be in a position where you can take over the boss if needed.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'll stay like right up on the side.
Yeah. Just one of those corners over there, and then DPS stay away from this corner just in case the boss goes down, so you don't get hit by the static charge or cleave. Okay.
Yeah. One thing, if you don't mind.
Yeah.
Robo, can you try to center him a little bit more? He was really far away from our right side, so we couldn't get to there before the jump. So
Trying to center him to.
Okay, yeah, just keep him like right over top of that center grill that's right in front of his front left paw right now.
Yeah.
He has a Robo. He has a very big model. Like it's even bigger than it is because I think it includes the wings. So you can kind of stand a little further back than you'd think, and you'll still be able to hit him. And then you can stand further back, and he will, kind of crawl towards you.
It's easier if you pull him from like over here and then run that way.
Yeah, that's true as well. Whenever you're ready. Again, Arrow and Robo, you're going to the entrance side, and I will go to the exit side. Veralis, since you're over there, you can just stay over there.
I can run that way. I can run wherever and drop the blood altar too. Might help.
No, it's just too risky for you to run across the whole thing. You'll probably just wind up dying. So I'll be fine healing the exit side. So Robo, whenever you're ready.
Alright. Pulling now. Charge it. Breath.
The static charge.
Corner.
Static charge. Okay, we're getting a gust of steam 3%. Okay, everyone to the gates. Everyone kite back.
Protector, middle.
Ah, Healer down.
I'm gonna kite the spits. Someone get the reses. Protector middle, front.
Okay. Pick the boss back up.
Thank you.
Let me know when you have it. Steam.
I'm up.
Yep.
I taunted on accident.
Yeah, no worry.
Oh,
Okay,
storm
back.
anyway.
Okay, we have a
Got him
static.
now.
Everyone needs to stay away from that. We'll have less room to kite if he does the kite.
I've got the spits. Someone get the res. Protector exit.
I'm up.
Okay, let's get someone getting
Grabbing
robo.
res.
Yeah.
Yeah. Arrow, you don't need to, don't worry about resing the tank.
Don't grab the res,
One of
okay.
us will do it. Yeah, one of the DPS will do it. Okay, kite back. Let's get these reses. Nicely done.
Steam on the side.
And then there's a protector left side.
Okay. Back up. Grab them.
Jumps from this.
Protector back middle. We have the jump in 3%. Storm the heavens, kite back. Nicely done. Okay, go hide. While we're over here, let's DPS this protector on the left side.
Okay.
My horn. Storm.
Heaven.
Put that right on top of that. Perfect.
Protector exit.
High horn.
Storm. Protector left side.
Ah, healer down.
And tank.
Taking
Yeah,
over
Yeah,
spits.
I'll get you.
I'll kite the orb. Someone has
Healer up.
Get behind me so you get the spits. Oh, and I just got stunned.
okay. Protector left side, guys. Once we get these rises up.
Back up. Grab them. Okay, grab them back. Back to taunt immune, so
My horn.
back.
Let me know when you can get on.
Storm.
Still taunt immune.
Getting loose.
Grabbed him.
Protector by.
Right next to you, Redux. Thank you.
I have a horn.
Protector entrance.
Protector.
Storm. Kite back. These reses, perfect.
Moose.
Protector, entrance side.
Is anyone else finding it impossible to target the protectors?
Yeah, I can't get to whip or embers on.
Storm, kite back. Horn. Watch the breath. Okay.
Protector exit.
Get those reses. I have statics. Nicely done.
Protect your middle.
I have back.
Make sure.
That was my bad.
Yeah, make sure we're going straight back so we don't overlap.
I ran into Elodrain.
Thank you.
Smash swing for one.
There's a protector, entrance side.
I'll smash after this.
Okay, we're gonna get
Storm.
the gusts in a second.
Protector left. Exit.
Okay, everyone get ready for the jumps.
Protector exit.
My horn.
Protector entrance.
Very nice.
My smash swing for one.
Horn.
Storm Raven. Protector behind him.
Protector exit.
My horn.
Storm. Protector exit. Also, let's get a res, please. Thank you, Val. My horn.
Thank you.
Robo, during the next jump phase, bring him closer to the center. You're denying
Yep, I'll try.
Arrow a lot of room.
Yeah.
I've been there. I know how it feels.
Protector entrance.
Get
Storm.
back.
See how he just keeps shifting when I move for the storm.
Yeah, you can just go around in circles, a tight circle, and he shouldn't move.
Yeah, so for tanks and healers
Or-
back there, you don't want to go straight back. You want to go in circles, or you want to go back and then forward, is what I usually do when I'm healing. Go back for the first one, and then just go forward.
Protector exit.
We're getting the last jump in 5%. After the last jump, the meteors will start coming in.
Protector exit.
My horn. Okay, this last 3%, and then with the gusts. Okay, gusts, and then there's the protector on entrance side. Storm. And kite out. Yeah, that one's always tough. Okay, fire. Just try not to get hit by 2 guys.
Watch
Healer down in the back.
Resin.
Why is he facing us?
Thanks, Robert.
I don't know. I have a taunt on him. He just wasn't turning around.
Protector in the middle.
I'll smash after protector does.
Fire.
Fire.
Breath. Storm the heavens.
Storm the heavens.
Protector exit.
Protector exit.
Fire.
My horn.
Protector middle. Fire.
Fire.
Storm.
One.
Exit. Exit.
Fire. Protector back middle.
Fire.
My horn.
My horn, my horn.
Right.
Fire.
Protector entrance.
I was getting some lag during that last fire phase.
I know he's close to death, but let's make sure we're getting the reses. And you can't do damage when the protectors are up, so don't bother. Make sure we're on the protectors.
Protector middle.
Fire.
Sorry, Izzy.
My horn.
Protect your middle.
Fire.
Make sure you're getting the protector down.
Get that protector under his feet and then finish him off.
I'll smash him. Smash him.
All right, nicely
smash
done.
him.
All right.
There we go. Does anyone need anything from this? I know these weapons are looking kind of sad now. That was pretty good. I think we want to try and have him closer to the middle, especially for the last 25%. I know it's tough to manage his position. What you can do is use the storms. Sorry, not the storms. The gusts when he jumps. You can try and use those to reset. So, you know, just try and when you're doing the blocking, try and block towards one of these like corners over here. That way you're closer to the middle.
Such sounds.
Other than that, we were pretty good. I like that people were rezzing. Yeah, Hype, anything to say?
No, I mean, just make sure that we're following mechanics. I know I just killed Izzy by going behind him, so that was my fault. But we were kind of like ants when kite mechanic was happening. We were running all over the place.
I think that happened a lot when we were trying to kill the protectors.
Could be, yeah.
Sometimes the boss's like tail just like blocks.
Yeah.
I think another thing as well is the if we can get the boss towards the middle, it gets way easier to do the straight line technique. When everyone's like clumped up over here because the boss is pulled so far, then it's kind of tough.
Yeah. Did you get a Robo? Did you get a hang of the circular kiting so that you don't move them at all?
Yeah.
So you
yeah,
can...
and honestly, you guys died way less Robo and Arrow. That was really good. Way less than when I did it my first time. So good job, you two.
The resource zapper that takes like 2 ticks and I'm out. It's crazy.
Brutal. It's brutal.
Yeah.
Especially what you just wind up sometimes trapped. Like you have one on one side, and then a breath, and then you have to pick your poison.
Yep.
All right. Someone needed a dual wield. If anyone got a dual wield,
I'll trade for mine. It's just for fun, so.
You're not allowed to have that fun in a video game.
It's a job.